Hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe, healthy, and inside. My name is Adriana to those who are new, which I'm sure most of you are. Being quarantined has made me more interested in getting my channel back up. I figured what better way to get the ball rolling than to record my room makeover. Obviously this footage has nothing to do with me making over my room, but I have a long few days ahead of me, so I guess me making coffee kind of is part of that makeover process. So first things first, I'll start with the before room tour. I'm not getting in depth with the side furniture since I do plan on moving out sometime soon and my mom will not let me get rid of these. My main focus for this makeover though is the front of my room and finally getting a bed. I have a lot of different brown furniture in my room, which I kind of hate, but like I said, I can't get rid of most of it. I figured why not, have the front of my room look cohesive and at least get rid of a lot of this clutter. It would make me feel better considering I stare at it most of my day. So the first part of this makeover is doing research, of course, and figuring out what kinds of things I want in my room and where I want to get them from. This is a two-part video because, one, quarantine has decreased the shipping time significantly, so things are just taking a long time to get here, and I have a lot to do. With that being said, my mom and I were brave enough to head over to Lowe's for a few last-minute supplies to get my makeover started. I'm going to start by patching up the hundreds, and I mean hundreds of holes in my wall. We bought a spackle kit which came up to about $8 for all of this. It starts out pink and turns white when it's ready to be sanded or painted over. Here you see me covering up huge patches and holes over my bed. I tried getting it as smooth as possible, but as you can see, I got carried away and just kept making things worse, but at the end of the day, I smoothed it out. First, I did not read the instructions, of course, but I figured out how to patch the holes with the sheet of fiber patching that came with the kit. You can cut the sheet out and smooth out deep holes with it. So once I got the hang of spackling, I had way too much fun with it and started looking for any holes, cracks, or imperfections in my room and smooth them out. Honestly, the thought of leaving them like that makes me so uncomfortable. So on day 2, it rained, which means on day 2, I didn't feel like doing much because I love the rain. I don't know, it just makes me feel more lazy. I forgot to show you my mirror/closet doors in the tour, but I thought changing the metal bars would be interesting, so I did start to tape around the perimeter. I also decided I'd fix the imperfections around the crown molding in my room. There were a lot. The outlet covers and sockets themselves were looking beat up as well, so I took them off and scraped the old paint off the socket. So I used some white spray paint to get my covers coated, and I got too close to the one on the left, as you could see, with the bumpy texture, and then I sprayed way too much on the gold one. It eventually started to drip off and I had to do another coat. I didn't realize I hadn't recorded me painting the socket, but I took a small brush and covered the outside and the corners of each socket before putting the cover back on, and I also painted the nail white. I started feeling lazy, but I couldn't go to bed without doing one more thing, so I scraped the old paint on my window before washing and painting it again. As you can see, I had already started painting it a bit to test the paint on the front of the window. Day 3 was the worst because it was paint day. I get chronic migraines, and being closed in my room with paint fumes did not help at all. This door clearly never got painted, so I finally did it. One podcast episode later, my hand looked like this, so my door could look like that. It looks streaky because it is, but my headache was Metro Boomin at this point, and I had to give up. It looks fine compared to how it looked before. After sanding the speckled holes, I started to paint using brand new paint. It came out this color, and I started to get nervous and confused, so I just waited for it to dry before doing any more. It dried perfectly, of course, but the natural lighting was gone at that point, so I just went ahead and finished the wall that night. The next day, I did realize it had a few extra spots to do. Today, I enlisted my mom's help to measure and set up my floating shelf. I didn't have my new dresser yet, so we went online and used the dimensions to help decide where the shelf should be in comparison to my TV, which I learned is not 32 inches like they advertised, and what I paid for, it's actually 29. That is theft. We mounted the bracket and had some issues sliding the shelf in. I had her cut the cameras for a second, but it ended up working just fine. Stop the recording. The last thing I did was install my desk light bar, which you saw me ordering at the beginning. I wanted to drill a hole at the top so I wouldn't have to see the wire, but this is a dry erase board made out of metal, so that didn't work out. Then I tried not one, but 2 more times on the bottom since it was made out of wood, but there was some sort of extra bar blocking the way for the wire on the other side, so that didn't work out either. I didn't feel like drilling any more holes, so I hot glued the light bar to the top of my desk so that the wire could hang down on the left. This angle makes it look so much worse than it is, but since I didn't measure beforehand, I'm only about 3/4 of an inch off from the left, but it's fine. For now, at least. Lastly, I took black tape to cover up my drill holes and taped the cord to the side of my desk. That's it for part 1 of this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and to turn on the notification bell so you can see part 2 when it lands sometimes next week. As usual, my social media and blog link will be at the end of this video and in the description bar. Thank you for watching.